Hey guys, it's Ashley Cunningham, and I wanted to kind of loop back around and finish up the questions that I received from the last week's Archangel Gabriel channeling. There are so many amazing questions. I channeled for about an hour and a half last week, and I didn't get to these ones because I kind of got tuckered out, especially with Archangel Gabriel. Sometimes he can come in really strong, and so I was really tired by the time I got to these final questions. So I did want to loop around and make sure you guys who had posed questions got your answers. So we're going to start off with Tenzin Co. She asked, or she stated that she took Reiki level 1 and 2, but could you, Archangel Gabriel, give me guidance if Reiki is the only healing work that I'll be doing on my spiritual path? Thank you, Archangel Gabriel and Ashley, for tuning in. And immediately, Archangel Gabriel is right in my crown chakra, all the way straight down my neck and into my back and straight through to my heart chakra. And Tenzin, I am getting from him, Reiki is a great place to start. There will be other modalities that are interesting to you as you develop and move along your journey. Develop meaning as you open up more, as you get comfortable working with energy, and as you stretch yourself. He's showing me that you're going to be quite comfortable doing Reiki and interested in channeling, and you're going to be able to really push yourself, and you're going to want a challenge later on. So definitely be mindful that your path can include other modalities, and I'm asking him now if he has a specific modality that's coming up for you. Energy clearing, energy healing, that's a lot of the Reiki. Shamanism may be something that you are interested in. Shamanism works with the energies from the earth, the sky, our bodies, from nature, so that may definitely be an interesting path for you. And as you develop, you will open up more, and you will find you are pulled in a few different directions, but it's all to challenge you and keep you entertained and have fun on your path, because that's, part of the work is having fun and learning and trying new things. So I hope that resonates with you, Tenzin. Kristin Katarine is asking, what is my next steps towards true me? Should I move to a different country to live more creative life? Thank you so much. And wow, Kristin, that is A, an amazing question, and B, that's a huge, amazing step that you would be willing to take, just move to a different country to live a creative life. The true you is within yourself. You have access to your true essence, your being, your higher self at any moment. Go within, quiet the mind, and ask your true being to make yourself known. Call in your higher self to help guide you, and to ask this question, whether you should move to a different country and lead a more creative life. It is not necessary to move to a different country. You can create a creative environment. You can invite creativity to move into your home and to be in your environment and to spark within you. It is all energy. If you seek a new environment, simply cast about your comfortable environment, the scenes that you've been used to. Challenge yourself to see them in a different light. You may also see yourself in a different light. This is an interesting time for you, and he's just really excited that you're asking these questions and you're looking to bring more creativity into your life. Amen. Jacqueline is saying, yes, wanting to know what's up with the energies of October when it's coming to my own enlightenment. Good question, Jacqueline. Archangel Gabriel, is there a lot of energy coming? He's like, do you even have to ask? Big yes. There are more energy washing over the earth. So we are going to be anchoring more high vibrational energy within our bodies. It's going to be really important, Jacqueline, that you ground yourself as much as possible, as well as drink a lot of water, and really focus your thoughts on high vibrational things that you want, things that bring you joy, things that bring you comfort and happiness. Of course, we can't completely ignore stressful situations or things that we may not want to focus on, but keeping our energy focused on higher vibrational things and allowing our worries and our fears to kind of just erode away and move, just to let them go. You can ask, Archangel Gabriel saying, ask me to come in and help clean up if you need it. But just taking care of your body, taking care to listen to your body, and take a nap when you need one. Drink water when you're thirsty. Eat as balanced as you can, so fairly healthy. Of course, there's always going to be candy, especially in Halloween, or Halloween in October, because of Halloween. So, just stay balanced. Give yourself just some grace to just, have some fun. Don't worry about too much of anything. Just make sure you're getting rest and grounding and relaxation in whenever you can. That's going to help open you up a lot, especially with all the energy coming in. So yeah, he's saying just do you. Don't worry about it too much. Sharon is asking, would love a clue to my health issues, long-term itchy skin and spinal arthritis, and also help with channeling. Thanks to both of you. For the itchy skin, Sharon, I'm getting that it may be diet related, and Archangel Gabriel's kind of tapping me on the shoulder. For myself, I actually have eczema, and I find that when I'm not eating fairly balanced, I'm not drinking enough water, my eczema really flares up quite a bit. Not that I'm saying you have eczema, but definitely take a look at your diet and see if what you're ingesting in your body is really supporting your overall health. And our skin is our largest organ, and it's often the first few clues as to, okay, maybe we're not doing exactly what we should be doing as far as our diet. When we get rashes, or often breakouts happen because we're not eating super great. So definitely pay attention to that, but also make sure you're talking with a doctor. And he's saying go to the doctor, especially for the spinal arthritis. There may be ways that they can help with that. But diet, just looking at what you're eating and maybe reassessing some choices, just to make sure you're taking the best care of your body that you can, and to help with channeling. So let's see. Archangel Gabriel is saying with the channeling, just continue to practice, continue to ask questions of your team, continue to request help from your team. Maybe it's time to step forward and offer to provide guidance for maybe friends or family if they're comfortable with that. Always use tools that you're comfortable with. So if you like tarot cards or oracle cards, that may help with your channeling, especially if you're not super confident in your channeling. And he's also kind of put in my ear, definitely check out Kristin, Davies, and Alyssa Reynolds' online channeling classes. I think there's the book material that they used for their last class, and then you get some channeling one-on-one practice, or it might be in a group setting. Definitely check it out on Kristin Davies' website, which is KristinDaviesMedium.com, or follow up with Alyssa Reynolds on Facebook and see what kind of practice or you can get from them, or maybe sign up for their class, their online class, and check it out. Lots of people offer practice online. I offer practice one-on-one. So if you're interested in practicing with me, definitely check out my website, channelingwithlove.com. But if you're looking for more informal, just everyday practice, there's lots of groups on Facebook that offer space to do that. Or you can just ask a friend to, allow you to channel guidance for them. But Archangel Gabriel is just saying, step out of your step out of your comfort zone, and you will just get better over time. It's just really how much effort are you willing to put into it. And he's also saying the diet assessment may also help with opening your channels a bit. If we're not eating the cleanest, it may bog down our vibration just a little bit, so make it a little harder to channel. But overall, just making sure you're drinking a lot of water, eating some good food, that's generally good enough. Of course, there's more to it, but you can always work on that. And sorry, gotta pause here. Okay, sorry, I'm back. So yeah, basically, Sharon, diet may play into it. Channeling, often things that lower our vibrational frequency, make it a little bit more difficult, especially as we're learning. But I think just keep on practicing and stepping out there, and you're going to do great. So Vuyo the Sun asks, what ways can we begin to facilitate healing and creative momentum as children of the diasporas? Beautiful question. How does connecting with our ancestors factor into how we move forward? Archangel Gabriel is just smiling so big on this question, because this is a beautiful question and something that is really important for as you said, children of the diasporas. There's a lot of things that can be healed. There's a lot of light to be shared. There's a lot to be kind of released from, especially as there's just so much historical trauma there. It's ridiculous. But how does connecting with our ancestors factor into how we move forward? Connecting with our ancestors, huge an amazing source of spiritual support and guidance and healing. And really connecting with your ancestors is definitely, when facilitating healing, around more larger historical traumas, it's really important to connect with them, to empathize with their stories, but also to listen to the guidance they have for us, because for everyone in general, specifically people who live in the diasporas, there's a lot of wisdom there from those experiences in the past. And what ways can we begin to facilitate healing, creative momentum as children? So facilitating healing within ourselves is always a great place to start. So allowing things to kind of bubble up to the surface, to say thank you for maybe those experiences or the emotions that are coming out. Often things that we need to heal and let go from as we're rising in vibrational frequency, they kind of bubble up to the surface, and they may take us unaware. And just saying thank you to those experiences for allowing us to learn and grow can also start to help facilitate that personal healing. I feel that there is a great need for examples, leadership in all of our lives. I love seeing people who are really strong and who have done a lot of inner work, and you can see it. Their light is just shines so brightly, and they're just so amazing. And they always, whenever I see people like that, I just get inspired to continue the work that I'm doing within myself and for others. And people who may not even be aware of channeling or working within ourselves, doing the inner work that this is really calling for, they're going to notice that, and they're going to definitely see a way to create that space for healing within their lives, but also creative momentum. So what's coming to me from Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael is here as well, is definitely art in many ways. Art for self-expression, art to tell stories, so storytelling, writing, creative arts, so painting, working with fabrics, working with natural materials, photography, film. Any sort of creative outlet is going to give power and strength and healing to not only ourselves, but to other people who maybe really need the message in that moment. And it's also a great way for Spirit to come through and to share those messages that they know are going to get out there to specific people who need to hear and see those messages through the creative process that maybe you are engaged in, or others from the diasporas are engaged in. And so just art, creative, sharing stories, sharing our light, sharing, just doing the inner work is also really important. And just continuing to recognize that he's saying, continuing to recognize that the efforts of those before us brought us here to this moment, and we have the ability to help heal those in the past as well as heal those in the future. So it's going back to releasing the karmic debt that Archangel Gabriel and I had discussed on Friday last week, releasing that which is no longer needed for us in this lifetime to learn from. We've learned the lessons. We're moving forward now at a pace to where that karmic debt, having to come back specifically to experience certain things or to follow up on lessons not learned, is now kind of being released, and we are moving forward at such a speed, raising in vibrational frequency, that it's not going to happen anymore. We're kind of past that tipping point, and we're now moving into a new dimension. Essentially, we're moving more towards the 4D, 5D, and really we don't need to hold on to that. So that's like just really amazing. I hope that resonates with you. I'm sure there's a lot of other things, and Archangel Gabriel is saying yes, there's many ways of tackling healing and connecting to our ancestors in ways that maybe we didn't touch on here today, but I hope that some of that guidance from Gabriel is really connecting with you and can help inspire you to do something really amazing and beautiful for yourself, and maybe for your own family or the people around you and the community around you. And Archangel Michael stepped forward. He's like right behind me now, and he's actually making my neck really itchy. He's coming in hot, and he's also saying that you can ask him to help cut away maybe some of those deeper cords from long past traumatic experiences, from family, ancestral trauma, and help heal some of that in that way, so he can help clean away some of the attachments and things that may be coming from that. So that's like really beautiful. And thank you so much, Archangel Michael, for stepping forward. This is a really great thing to think about, not only for people who are from the diasporas, which is like, that's just really amazing that Archangel Gabriel stepped forward. Thank you so much for chiming in on that. I think that's really beautiful, and definitely ask him for whatever healing you want to do to come in and help cut any cords that may be deep-rooted, may not be from this lifetime, maybe from other experiences, or from ancestral trauma that comes down through our generations. So yeah, that's a beautiful question. Thank you so much again. Sherry and Ashton, they ask, does Archangel Gabriel have any message for me or us? And we're still working on trying to move also so we can start our life purpose. Will this be starting soon? And Archangel Gabriel is saying to you, Sherry and Ashton, as you will it. So if you wish to start soon, start today. If you wish to move quickly, take the action steps that you need to take to make that happen. You have received much guidance around this work that you're interested in doing. Now is the time to take action steps on that guidance. You know what you want to do and which direction you want to take, and they are fully supporting you in that direction. So just know that you are supported by Spirit and that you can make it happen. And he's saying, go forth and help lots of beautiful souls and beings that can really learn from you guys. So I hope that resonates, Sherry and Ashton. Calissa is asking, any advice for me on how to move forward with channeling and or tarot, however you want to pronounce it. I'm starting to question if the corp world is for me or not. Thank you. Calissa. Archangel Gabriel is saying practice, practice, practice. Take small action steps, whether that be fully channeling or pulling tarot cards or oracle cards for people online, for your friends and family, for yourself. Developing that practice and just building on it slowly but surely is really the key for you. You have the tools, you know that you can do this. Just really, you need to be taking little action steps each and every day to build on it. And starting to question if the corporate world is for you or not. I don't think the corporate world is for everyone. I think there's definitely, especially as you are awakening, Calissa, so I really don't think the corporate world is for you. I think it's not going to feel very comfortable for you. And I'm asking Archangel Gabriel just to make sure I'm on the right track with that. He says yes, yes, yes. He's also saying you will not be very comfortable in the corporate world for much longer. And he's also like pointing to me as well. I'm raising my hand with that. I totally agree, and I definitely understand where you're coming from with that question. It's hard to reconcile working in business environments and your spiritual practice and just the way you are connected to Spirit at all times, and it's sometimes very, very difficult. So I feel ya. Hang in there and just keep taking those action steps. Ask your team for support, and as you move forward, things are going to be opening up. And Archangel Gabriel is just giving you the big thumbs up. Keep up the work, keep doing it, and ask him for support if you need it. Tina Luck is asking, what is an earth angel? Good question, Tina. So an earth angel is a person who, just by shining their light, by sharing their essence, their energy, they can help heal others. They can help others basically lighten the load of others. Really, I feel like earth angels are partly empathic and can do a lot of energy work without realizing it. So helping people to just feel better in the moment, to lighten their load for the day or for longer, depending. But an earth angel is just a person that really is a blessing here on earth. And I'm going to say everyone is a blessing, but there are definitely people who just radiate that light and love. And I'm asking Archangel Gabriel if he has anything to add onto that. And he's really focusing in on the energy work. So an earth angel can perform energy clearings, can help support people by, as I said, lightening their loads. So helping to clean or release lower vibrational energies, or transmute, help to facilitate the transmutation of those lower vibrational energies for people. And they may not be aware of it. They may be more empathic. They may, I think some symptoms definitely align with being an empath. So that's, you get kind of tired around large groups of people. Sometimes you have just bouts of emotional energies that you're just like, I don't know where this is coming from, but I'm a complete mess. A lot of times, especially for me as an empath, I can kind of pick up on where people are emotionally, often physically, in their energy and in their body, and spiritually, where are they at? What are their frequencies at? And I think earth angels definitely are able to do that, but it's also a matter of just lightening the people's, I keep going to lightening their load, lightening the load. So just shining a light. And a good example of this is there's a homeless person sitting on the sidewalk and people are totally ignoring this person, and you walk down the street as an earth angel and you say hi to that person and you really see them, and they are being validated. They see that you are knowing who they are, you're smiling, or it doesn't have to be a homeless person, it can just be anyone walking down the street. And it really calls out to them that you said hi, or you saw them, you looked them in the eye, or you smiled at them. Something really small can be a really big impact for people. And earth angels have a great power of just helping people. So that's kind of what I think of as an earth angel. I'm sure there are other definitions, and Archangel Gabriel keeps pointing to the energy work. So earth angels definitely can do energy work. But yeah, if anyone else has other comments or other ideas of what an earth angel is, definitely feel free to pop it in the comments below. But yeah, I hope that answered your question, Tina Luck. Okay, so what were the JCC4488 from Instagram is asking, what were the green sparkles going in a circular clockwise direction that I saw when I woke up last week? Archangel Gabriel is saying that there was energy there. I'm getting fairy energy, and the green sparkles are just kind of the fairies energy. It's more than one. It's several just kind of swirling around. And for me too, when I go to bed, I often have a lot of fairy energy around. So, I can totally relate to just waking up and seeing like kind of random stuff. Archangel Gabriel's just laughing. He's saying, yes, it was more fairy energy. But it wasn't there for very long. It was just popping in. And it was actually surprised that you saw it. So it's cool. Tracy Dawn Lee is asking, I have been feeling tingling energy on the right side at the back of my head lately. So I asked my guides if this energy is okay. Then I felt my guides came through the left side of my head. Is it possible I could have insight into what is going on? I am getting, Tracy, that it is your guides coming in and putting pressure on the back of your head on both sides. So that's a good sign. You're definitely feeling your guides' energy, and that's just them letting you know that they're there. And that's all I'm getting on that. Mardud1231 from Instagram is asking, I want to learn how to channel. May I have some guidance, please? That's a really awesome question. Everyone can channel, and channeling definitely is a beautiful and amazing experience. Just a few quick rundown pointers as to how to channel is to really clear your mind. So clearing your mind, I say that often, and Spirit says that often, quieting your mind, settling your mind, making space within your mind to kind of get out of the way, quieting your thoughts, in order for Spirit to step forward and provide energy either through your various senses or straight into your mind, or information straight into your mind. So that's like one of the key things, is just quieting your mind and allowing whatever senses you have to kind of signal to you that there's information coming in. And that may be an emotion. You may be very emotional and you have no idea why. Or it may be a sense on your body, your physical body. It may be words in your mind that are not from you, from your thought train of thought. It may be also sense, like smells, or taste. I have only heard of like 2 people that I have known that can like taste things. So that could happen. So just allowing your senses to open up and tell you what's going on. And then the second key, do not doubt it. Don't think that you're making it up. Just go with the flow. Record however you need to what's happening, and just continue to allow your senses to be open and to allow the information to come in. Getting out of your own way is the best possible thing you could do. So that's quieting the mind. Also grounding, being outside in nature and connecting with nature helps really our energy stabilize in a way and rise in frequency in a way that allows for higher vibrational beings to more easily connect with us through our senses. And the senses I'm referring to are more than just our feelings, our taste, our touch, our smells, our sight, but it's the clair senses. So like clairvoyance is sight. It may be within the mind. You may be seeing things with your eyes, but it's more of a spiritual nature. It's not just what's physically here. Or claircognizance, knowing information ahead of time, or in a way that you would have no possible means of explaining how you know that information, or clairaudience, hearing the words in your mind, or hearing words with your ears that are coming through that are not from anyone around you, or from your own body or lips or mind, or anything from you. So that's kind of what I mean by senses. So we have quieting your mind, letting your senses open, recording and trusting that you're getting the information coming in, ground yourself. And honestly, I think those are the key. And practicing, always asking questions consistently throughout the day, or whenever you get quiet times within your day, is really, really important. Outside of that, there are a lot of other things that I can go into, but I, again, being directed to share Kristin Davies' online mediumship class. So she's doing a newer style to where you would get an ebook, and then there are sessions that you can sign up with her, and I think it's a group setting where you can actually do practice, and it goes into much more detail as to how to really open up your senses, how to sense the energy around you, how to test and practice, and all that good stuff. So that was literally a very quick rundown. And Archangel Gabriel is giving me the thumbs up that it's all good. And I hope that resonates with you, Mardud1231 from Instagram. So yeah, there's lots, and I will link in the description box down below Kristin's website and Alyssa Reynolds' website. They recently taught a class together. I was a light support during the class, and there were a few other mediums and healers that were a part of that class, and it was just amazing to see. I was actually in Iceland for most of it, but from what I could tune into, it was just fantastic and such high vibrational energy. And Kristin and Alyssa are both really good teachers, and I actually learned mediumship from Kristin. And Alyssa Reynolds, she has amazing teaching experience, and she's just really good about breaking things down. So definitely check out their websites, and I'll link them down below. Vua the Sun also asks, how can I stand in my power when I'm experiencing vulnerability? Specifically with regard to potential relationships. How do our relationships with absent parental figures factor into forming new relationships? How can I navigate that healing? That's a beautiful set of questions. Navigating the healing that you may need from your parental relationships, so that way they don't necessarily influence your new potential relationships. Let's see what Archangel Gabriel has to say about that. You're already doing much work in this regard. Ask for this healing to take place. Allow yourself rest and allow yourself the space to air the emotional energy that is coming to the surface during this healing time. As stated before, you can say thank you to these emotions. While they may be difficult to be grateful for or to express gratitude towards, saying thank you and releasing that emotional energy is a great release. And it's important for you to let go of, however you can, however you wish to visualize it, but letting go of that emotional energy around those specific relationships. It's going to be a lot of work, but you're already well on your path, and it's just going to be really important to get in the habit of letting it go. While we don't want to, and maybe Archangel Gabriel can correct me or steer me in a different path, but I don't want to say, you just need to let all of it go. It doesn't matter. It definitely does matter. It shapes exactly who we are in the current present, and as we move forward, the lessons that we've learned from all of our relationships shape us in each moment and each now, basically, or now and forever. And so it's not like just let it go and forget it. It's let it go, learn what you can from it, and know what it is that you liked about that relationship and what you didn't like about that relationship. And also know that Archangel Gabriel saying yes. Also know that there are many lessons within the experiences that you have had and many others have had that are not necessarily lessons for you to learn. It's for you to help facilitate. So don't claim all of that as only for you to learn from or only for you to get through. It's a dynamic relationship. There are many elements to this. There may be many stages of healing. You can always ask Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Jesus, Mother Mary. Ask us all to come in and help you heal from these experiences. He's also showing me journaling. So a lot of journaling, however you wish. You can write, do it longhand, so writing, or typing on your computer, or vlogging may be really helpful for you. Just for you, it doesn't have to go up on YouTube or go anywhere. But really reflecting and discussing and releasing is going to be helpful in moving through some of the past trauma or emotional stressors from your experiences. And how can you protect that from your new relationships? So just releasing it, and also that he's saying this practice of allowance, of allowing your emotions to take place, thanking them and releasing them and moving forward as you need to, is a healthy place to be, especially when you're entering into new relationships where there may be awkward or difficult situations as you grow and learn more about that other person and they learn about you. And hey, so I'm back. I was leaving off on my SD card got full. So I was leaving off on basically how can we stand in our power when we're experiencing vulnerability. Realizing that we, while we are vulnerable in this moment, we are beautiful beings of light and love and strength and wisdom and knowledge in our own self. And that we are all valuable, each and every one of us. And it's actually a very beautiful thing to be vulnerable. And it's a sign of trust and a sign of strength and empowerment, basically, within ourselves to be vulnerable and to be open, because not very many people are. And if you can be in that experience, while it may feel uncomfortable, it's very powerful just to be vulnerable and to be open and raw and to share your emotions, your feelings, or your experiences with others, because it really shows them who you are inside, and it shows them where you're coming from, and it's just really important to be in that space. And also it allows for healing. It allows for you to show others how to be in their own vulnerability. I think if more people were vulnerable and shared more of themselves and shine their light, the world would be an even more beautiful place. And I think people would be more caring, because just being out there, not necessarily living your entire day or life with your heart on your sleeve all the time, but really when you are vulnerable, own it and know that that's a beautiful space to be in. And Archangel Gabriel is just saying, yes, vulnerability is really important. It allows for growth for yourself and for others to grow from your example. And it's very powerful. While it does often feel uncomfortable for humans, being in that space of vulnerability allows you to connect with others and them to connect with you in a very deep way. And he's saying, I just applaud anyone and everyone who can own it and can see the value in being vulnerable. And being vulnerable also allows for that healing to take place, recognizing that there are things to release, recognizing that there are things that we're vulnerable about, and that we're human, that we're here having an experience, and sometimes it's harder than others, and sometimes it's more raw than we expect. But being vulnerable is a very positive and beautiful thing. So I applaud anyone and everyone, as well as Archangel Gabriel, who can be vulnerable and own it. And you don't have to be comfortable, but pushing yourself to be vulnerable in spaces where it may be difficult is really powerful and impressive, and just makes me, give props to anyone and everyone who's willing to do that, because it's hard to do that. And Archangel Gabriel was saying earlier, people see you being vulnerable, and then they are more often going to be vulnerable in return, and it's just creating that space for honesty and for really meeting people where they're at, and allowing for healing and growth to take place. And he's saying, yeah, it's just a beautiful thing. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was the final question. Thank you so much to everyone who hung in there. Sorry I didn't get this out right away, but I really appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to the last few questions. There are some beautiful questions here, and I hope everyone could get something out of it. And yeah. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Love and light to you. Bye, guys.